You're right, boys, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're just doing a quick beat breakdown. Hope everyone's having a lovely day or evening or night or morning or whatever. I'm not really bothered. Hope you're having a good one regardless. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this beat. I'm just going to skip in and play a bit. So that's the beat that I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create, or rather how I created it. The first thing that I did is I created the guitar loop. If I solo it, then you can hear. It's just a little 8-bar guitar loop. The guitar which was used in that loop came from a song by Sonia Rosa and Yuji Ono called Chauve la Flora. Butchered that 100%. It's like a bunch of different countries that I don't speak the language of, so butchered it 100%, but that's fine, that is fine. So yeah, I just grabbed a little bit of guitar, changed over some of the orderings for the chords, and then reshuffled it using, well, just slicing it really. So the next thing I did after I created that is I went and made this 4-bar drum loop here. If I enable the guitar sound, you'll be able to hear that. Because we're using 87 BPM, I've done the drums in kind of a boom bappy style, where it's like every kind of quarter bar is it's like, yeah, it goes kind of kick, snare, rather than kick, kick, snare, blank, kick, kick, snare, which you'd have if you were going more for like a 120 type thing. Once I'd done those drums, I then added percussion. So I've got a bunch of different kind of percussion which I got out of some pack which I have on my hard drive. I'm just going to enable that. I can't do it via right click, which means I have to move my hands. It's a bit of an awkward setup. I'm holding a microphone and having to use both hands. It's ridiculous. So there you go, both of those. So this is what it all sounds like if we put it all together. It's mainly a shaker that's prominent, but there is a lot of kind of just wood type hits going on in there. Once I had that little bit of percussion laid down, I created this chord progression which is relative to the guitar. So the first guitar strum was a kind of, I don't know, it was like a bass around an A, so I made some notes which harmonised with an A and just played that as a chord, and then the next three are all in Gs, so I just kind of did, again, things which harmonise with G, left it in kind of triad style things because I don't really know what chords they were in specific, and it's a lot of effort to find out, and doesn't make too much of a difference. So this is what it all sounds like together. So that's with everything all together. Once I'd done that, I needed to get some kind of structural elements to the song. So I created this more minimal drum loop, which I will play at the moment. I can just solo it. Kind of got a bit more complex near the end, just so that it leads more smoothly into the kind of more frantic drum loop which is present throughout the rest of the track. So it's kind of, it gets like just here there's some ghosting and things, so pretty minor, but does the trick to kind of build into it. I also created this more minimal perk bit, and then this one where it just has the shake as well as the initial hit. So those sound, I'll just play half of the first one. Those sound like this. So that's just using triplets on the shakers there, and then just kind of keeping it on kind of dominant beat with the main percussive elements. There's a lot of reverb and things just splattered on everything in this track. This I kind of left as is, and then the loop stays the same throughout. So all that has really left to discuss is automation. As far as automation, I automated the volume slightly with this first track, and then with this bottom track. So the drums are slightly quieter at the beginning. I also put an auto filter on it just to filter out kind of some of the higher frequencies, make it sound a bit muffled on that kind of top one and the bottom one. I wasn't showing the volume of the bottom track earlier, I was showing the auto filter, but either way they pretty much follow each other regardless. So yeah, that's the automation for that, and that's all the automation that there is really. So that is how I made the track. Just at the end though, I did use a slightly different chunk of the sample, which isn't even near the end, it just sounds like it would be played at the end of a track, so I'll just play that for you now. And so that's the end of the track, and I thought that it worked quite well. I put some reverb and some kind of delay on it just to space it out and give it a bit more of a natural feeling at the end. I could probably put a fade on it to help with that as well, but I'm not going to, just because I'm happy with it as is, so I'm leaving it. But yeah, so that actually comes before the lady in the song starts singing. If you wanted to find it, that's where it is. So yeah, that's how I made this file. I'm just going to save it because I loaded it earlier and then just like broke it entirely, which was slightly upsetting. There may have been a few obscenities spoken, but you know, it is how it is. Away she goes. Either way, thank you for watching this. I hope it was educational in some regard, helpful maybe, potentially. If you want to, well, if you liked this video, then like it. If you enjoy me as a person, then subscribe. There should be more videos like this one, and then also tutorials on things being uploaded frequently on the channel, so if you want to stick around for that. My Instagram and my SoundCloud will be listed below, as well as a website which I have, so feel free to go over, browse around. There's a couple songs in the SoundCloud at this point, this song being one of them, but I'm just kind of getting started really, so yeah, any support would be appreciated. Thank you for watching, have a good day. Yeah, in a bit.